Hello, it's Shante Brown Sugar Talk under Black Unicarns. And that's it. Like, I don't know. Today, I have to do this because, anyway, I'm going live on, hey y'all. So, anyway, it's Shante Brown Sugar Talk under Black Unicarns. Oh, my God. I don't know. I just have no clue. I just have to do this show today because I don't know. I want to cry so bad, and it's not from fear. I'm not scared anymore. I want to cry so bad. So yeah, I just want to cry. So I had to stop again. Anyway, it's Shante Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicarns, and this show is about sex trafficking because I don't think that y'all understand the story, and that's why I keep telling y'all the story over and over again because, like I said, I can't get to call any one of these people if I have to try to call the authorities or something, and then like fake people show up. So I don't know what's going on in St. Louis at all. So it just deters me from calling authorities because then they'll try to say I'm crazy, I need to get in a psych ward. I don't know if these police over here will try to kill me or whatever at random or whatever. So it's like, if anybody sees any of this stuff happening in the St. Louis area, please call the police for me and just turn them in. My name is Shante Shore. So when I was in college, I went to the apartments when I was 17 years old. We went into the apartments, and I was actually trying to get away from my family because they were abusive. My grandmother did not want me to move on campus because mainly I think the money would stop, and she was like, it's not something that I should be doing, traveling, like I should be staying at home and going to school. So I was like, no, I have to go because they are really money hungry. Like, they would have gorged the price of rent and everything else. So that's why they want me to stay at home, because they want more money coming to them. They always want the more money. So, and that's why my mother forced my sister to have kids, or she might try to encourage them to get pregnant and then act like she did. She do anything for money. So, this is the thing. I get onto the campus, and all these men keep coming to the apartment and saying that they want us to be Sigma Suites, Kappa Sweethearts, or Alpha Sweethearts. I don't know what the Kappa girls are called. It's not the men that I know. Like, I know Roderick. Roderick didn't come over there for that. Mo didn't come over there. Maurice Rankin, he didn't come over for that. That's it. I'm not really cool with anybody else. Danielle got there a couple years after me. And Kunta was like just moving in with me too. We both started college together. So when I was trying to put them out. When I left, I went to go ask Marcus Neal. I was like, Marcus, and I told you I made him my cousin, but we kind of do it like growing up in East St. Louis. We kind of all go to like the same church and all this stuff together. So I asked Marcus Neal, and I'm like, this is why y'all can't lie right now, because I have to get out of sex trafficking, and my family doesn't understand that because, again, they should have killed me by now. So I am in this situation, or what, I don't know. So anyway, I stopped and I asked Marcus Neal. I was like, what, do they have to be in our apartment or whatever? Like, is this something that people do? He said, don't do that. He said, because it's not good for you. And I already didn't want to do it because I have never grown up in a house, and I've grown up with men in my house for real. The men that was in our house, like Jeff, Duck, and Spencer, they would never try to like sleep with me. You see what I'm saying? Jeff's cousin tried to like eat my pussy when I was on my period or something like that. But other than that, no. None of them ever tried to like sleep with me. You know what I'm saying? Because they older. So it's like none of them try to come in and like solicit themselves to have sex. So it's like, even with my dad's friends, I've never had anybody sneak in the room and touch me or anything like that. So when they kept coming over, I was like, I don't think that's something they should be doing. But the other girls hadn't had men come over like that. You see what I'm saying? And so they took it as like this their opportunity to get a fine boyfriend, all this different stuff. So they just kept letting them in the house so we could play spades and stuff like that. And see, that's just stuff that we do anyway. And also, I grew up drinking too. Like my dad let me drink in the house with him. My friends' parents, they did the same thing. So it's just like some stuff I was just used to. And it's like, but these are not the type of people that you should do that with. Like you have to actually create a trusting environment for that to happen. You see what I'm saying? Everybody can't come over and drink at your house and play spades with your kids. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's like they always made me know that they always let me know I was a little girl. You see? And they treated me as such. So they kept coming over there. I get back and I tell them, Marcus said, don't let them in here no more. And I picked the most well-dressed man with the best car that they respected the most to come and tell them what was going on. They kept letting them back in the house. So I think they left to go somewhere. And the one that was left here was a Sigma, the one that raped me. He was a big guy. I'm talking about y'all, I'm still 17 years old. I have not reached August 30th yet because my birthday is at the beginning of the school year, and he says, you should be having sex with me. And I said, I don't need to be having sex with you at all. It's like, I don't want to. He said, well, just have sex with me. I said, no. Y'all, he waited 3 or 4 years till one of his brothers was online that I had a crush on. I had a crush on, like I said, CC's brother Thomas. This motherfucker came and set me up and raped me. After that, they had like a forum where with the alphas, and the alphas were setting up something for points. And like I said, I was in a room with some guys one day, and your shape is gorgeous. Oh, excuse me, your shape is gorgeous. You are, and your smile is good too. You're so cute. Okay. So anyway, like so where was I at? So then he set me up. So then we're at the forum, okay, yeah, the alpha. So I'm at the forum, and I wonder why they get upset, because I say, no, we need to have a talk about the sex that we are having on this campus. Because at that point, y'all, I'm just like, no, it is no fucking way. I got raped or whatever, and all this stuff going on. And actually, no, this was after, the rape was after the forum. So that's why I like know that it's something that they setting up for points, because I was still with my boyfriend, Kunta. So I said, we need to talk about the sex that they're having on this campus. They got mad and put me out of the forum. So it's like, okay, you put me out. So once I get put out, whatever, that was it. So now we at this party, we at this alpha party, and by this time I moved in with Kunta. He was like, this was the year actually that me and Kunta decided we was gonna live together. So we was actually still living on campus. And Kunta says, Shantae, no, that's when Mark comes into the room. Mark is an alpha. He comes into the room and he says, just sit here right here. I'm just sitting at the end of the bed. I didn't have my phone. Maybe I had my phone. I don't know. I can't remember. I was sitting at the end of the bed. And I was waiting. And so one of the boys was like, what we in here for? It was 3 or 4 other men. It's like, what we in here for? It's like, I don't know. Colton went in there and snatched me out of the room. He said, they in here trying to do something for points. I say, what? I don't know what that is. You know what I'm talking about? And so I'm at that point, I'm the only person that know. And they know Kunta told me what was going on. You see what I'm saying? So now, 26 years later, they have actually been taking the information from the rape, right? And y'all, I'm talking about passing it to other men. And they started this when I came back here in 2010 with my son. When they started, I was at that school. They started it in 2010 with my son. Like I actually solicited them to stalk me and rape me for sex. I have never. So once I got back here in 2010, they started tracking me, my education, life, everything, my teaching life, everything, thinking that it's negative. And the only reason they want to make it negative is the same way they did it in college, because they stole my work. So now I'm being sex trafficked by men in fucking America like I'm in a third world country. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? I'm talking about I'm a highly intelligent woman. They have actually went through my life and tried to make it look like I'm an unfit mother when I've been taking care of my son since day one. People are actually really asking, why would this girl be in a shelter? Y'all, I work every fucking day. I read, I write, I learn, I do this show every fucking day, and they still have the nerve to try to sex traffic me. So I'm gonna go back over what sex trafficking is. And that's why I put part 1000, because it's like y'all act like y'all can't never understand a poor black girl story and not want to fuck everything that walk. So, sex trafficking, the action or practice of illegally transporting people from one country or area to another for the purpose of sexual exploitation. Y'all, I actually think they actually go through my pictures and make me look like I'm skinnier than what I was. I just went and looked at some pictures. They probably were going to like kill me and then act like I had cancer. I'm not playing. I go back through some of the pictures on my phone, like I just went through, and I got my old iPhone to working. I'm looking at the pictures on there, and I'm like really thin. I know at some point in Texas before I got here, I lost weight. I got really sick, but I didn't look sick because I was still thick. I was doing my yoga and everything every day, and because they record everything, as soon as I get to a point of getting to like a smaller size, they come and mess with me. Or try to mess with my food, or try to mess with my son, try to stress me out to keep me fat. This is supposed to, that's Brandon Clark. Y'all, it is like so nerve-wracking that can't nobody hear that I'm being sex trafficked. I was at a Starbucks in St. Louis. I was getting onto the bus. I'm walking across the street, and a man starts to tell me that I shouldn't be looking at my phone. Y'all, the only time I looked at the phone was when I was actually on the platform, and then I crossed the street and got into a parking spot. He started saying, I said, stop talking to me. I said, shut the fuck up talking to me because you are a stalker. He kept walking and saying, that's why I just shut the fuck up and stop talking to me. He starts to put out his tongue. Now listen, if this is a person that is there to protect me, if I was there to warn somebody about something, at no point would I then therefore start using vulgarity or calling them out their name or telling them something that, like, you know what I'm saying? This man turned around and started licking out his tongue like he's going to eat my pussy or something. You see what I'm saying? You have actually passed information about me over state lines in the hopes of another man fucking me. Y'all, I am livid. Livid. You kidnapped my son because some men said that they would be jealous of my son. They didn't want me with my son when they were having sex with me. Because one man raped me. He was trying to rape me, and I put him out my house. And my son was coming into the room. Livid. After I lost my job here in St. Louis at Confluence Academy, a man actually told me that because my pussy was good, he thought I was a prostitute. While he then therefore set me at a Rice House and told me that the prostitute was a better woman than me. And all I was doing was taking care of my son the whole time. Everything these men write down about me, they actually try to make it true. And not one time do they know my educational history. Do they not know what they don't know what I do for a living? They don't know what I've been. They don't know that I travel. They don't know anything. And even if that was the case, they would just probably end up talking to another predator about what happened. I am livid. But y'all always want to say that Black Lives Matter. You always want to say Black women matter, all this different stuff, and ain't no Black woman ever came to do nothing but tell me that they gonna try to take custody of my son. When I was trying to get DCFS to help me protect my son against other people, they already sent me a letter and said that the case was closed. Ain't no Black woman came to help and lift a finger for me to get my son back with me and me and him to get the fuck away from her. This man actually came and tried to act like he was helping me and ended the conversation with him sticking out his tongue in the vulgarity. And you want me to think that that's not sex trafficking. All of this stuff just started when I just came from Illinois to Missouri. The whole thing with Oreos. How would he know what type of sex I'm having with any man? If I'm talking about a man, I'm not talking about you. So it's not about you, so what difference would it make? I don't want to be another woman that you're talking about. That's why I be like, oh, what are y'all? What are you? That's it. That's why sex trafficking part 1,000. Y'all need to go to jail. I'm not following you or anything. I don't want anything from you. Stop following me. Stop going through my stuff. Stop stealing my stuff. I don't care if it's for the president of the United States, y'all. I don't care. It's not for you to have. I waited a whole year to get the stuff that I could put on my back for myself, and y'all stole it. Just so they can do a Super Bowl halftime show. You want me to be cold because of a Super Bowl halftime show? But you still got me down here being sex trafficked. Do it make sense to you? That's it. It's Shantae Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorn telling y'all really stop and fuck the fuck off.